It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll take it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Dugan. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. The defense actually gets him for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Webb. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. They'll try the outside to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
He got it, and now the lead is even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between two. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Now the pitch. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Dugan. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the result, Oklahoma 10, Tennessee 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing it. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Dugan. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while... It's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Dropping back, it's Webb. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Number 7.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best player.
Can anyone catch him? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half.
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
On the option. Got the 1st down and more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
He's got it on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Run it with the fullback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Barges ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Dugan. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown Volunteers! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense, be like, bro, we don't need you to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard is starting to get a little bit tighter cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Wants to throw. It's Webb. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Defense in press coverage. The handoff to Johnson. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
It's still third and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And they swarm him under.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At the 33-yard line. Brings up third down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Dugan. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
All wideouts, no backs. Defense looks as if it's coming. These corners going to give them some space. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, the drag racks put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Trying to get to him. Firing to the right, complete. And he's dragged down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 27, Tennessee 13.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to pass. It's Webb. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to pound their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Back to throw, it's Dugan. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And the ball's loose.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw, it's Dugan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead moving around the inside.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to throw it again. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He makes the connection. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crash them down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw. It's Dugan. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Tennessee, 20.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.